Have you ever felt weakened by a situation? Maybe something that happened to you, or your health, or finances, state of the economy? Have you ever felt weakened? I know I have. So, welcome back to Pinebrook Homestead. Today, I am doing a Monday reset, and I thought about doing this for a series. In every Monday morning, I am doing a reset, and that can be a reset of my home, of my mind, motivation. And I do have something that I want to share with you today. But I'm going to show you real quick just how I'm resetting in the kitchen. So, I have my produce that I picked up today, and I'll share with you. We are going down to 10 degrees tonight and maybe in the 20s tomorrow, but then we are going to see single digits going into Tuesday night to Wednesday. And I don't want to be out in that. So I had to pay a bill and I ran out and I just got some fresh produce. I was cleaning up the kitchen, and lo and behold, I have limes going bad. So we're going to take care of those. I did buy some artesian lettuce, and I am soaking the lettuce really quickly in some water to clean it, but also revive it a little bit. And then I store it in a container, an airlock container. I do have grapes, apples, and broccoli soaking in a mixture of cold water and baking soda. And so I'll get those rinsed off and then I leave them out to dry and before storing them in the refrigerator. That way they're all set to go. And I find when I do this, my produce lasts a lot longer than if I just leave it in the normal containers that it comes from in the store. So, weekend. Last week was rough. Let me tell you, I had made some big decisions to get rid of my vehicle. I am sharing a vehicle with my teenager, and the insurance was astronomical on that vehicle. And it was too much of a vehicle for him to drive. I don't need it, and I don't need the payment. So I cut it out. But I loved that vehicle. That was the first vehicle that I purchased um, because I loved it. All the other vehicles I've had, it's always been a mom vehicle. That's okay. So I scaled back, got a car, something that was good on insurance for sharing the car with my teenager, and that was a hard goodbye, but it was needed. And like I said, material stuff doesn't matter to me. Um, so got rid of that. Uh, Last week was rough. Anyways, what I'm doing with these limes is I'm actually getting all the juice out of them. And then that way that I don't lose the lime juice. And then I'm going to be freezing it. But then I had confrontation with family that did not go well. And then the sink. Hmm. So I believe, I don't even remember. I know it was Thursday. I don't remember the date, but I was in my devotional. And that's one of the things that I want to share today. I was in my devotional, and my devotional was January 8th, and it was talking about when you are weak. It was Paul with a thorn in his side, 2 Corinthians 12. And oh, did I ponder on that one? I felt so weakened. So when I had my sink issue, company came over. I'll say company. Company came over and pulled me away from the stopped up sink. Um, uh, we spoke for 2 hours, And when I came back into the kitchen, I about died. I had my husband and I had poured some chemicals down in the sink, hoping that that would get the clog out, right? No, it didn't. Unfortunately, it started to leak under the sink. And by the time I came back in after 2 hours, I had that chemical and water all over the floor, which made my floor white. And I knew what I was going to have to do. My husband had to work until 8 o'clock that night, wouldn't be home till 8:30. So I had to tear apart the sink. Oh, let me tell you, that was a lesson in weakness. So it just seemed like the dominoes kept falling on me last week. And, I revisited um, 2 Corinthians 12 again this morning, and I I meditated on it. And oh, it is so good. I will share. Anyways, um, I had to take apart the pipes under the sink, which meant the clog had to go into a bucket. And one part I was not aware of came out, and more nasty water went everywhere. I am desperately trying to sop it up, and I couldn't have any more water. My kitchen was a disaster. Everything from underneath the sink had to come out. Oh, it was awful. But I got the sink pulled apart, and then my husband said that I needed to snake the drain. So he has this big snake thing, tool, drain cleaning tool. Oh, that was awful. So at one point, I had to get the snake down through a curve in the pipe to go down. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it. I had worked at it and worked at it, and I called my husband and I'm like, what can I do? And at one point, I sat down in the middle of the mess and just started to cry. I just started to cry because I felt too much. I felt weak. We could feel weak if we are dealing with chronic pain. We could feel weak if we are financially in a hardship. We can feel weak when the weather is so bad and you don't get out of the house. Um, there's so many different ways that we can feel weak. And that was my breaking moment of weakness. And I sat there and I cried. I have an ice tray. What I'm going to do is most recipes call for a tablespoon of lime juice. So that's a lot of lime juice. I wasn't going to throw that out. You know me, I'm not wasteful. So I am just going to take a tablespoon of lime juice and put it in my ice cube trays. Now, hopefully, my family will oops, let it freeze and not think it's ice cubes. I'm going to have to put a little note on it. They're going to have lime water or something. But um, so that was my moment of weakness. And if you watched last week's video on regret, that didn't help me feeling weak. And not knowing what to do to fix the relationship makes me feel weak. So, a lot of reasons why I feel weakened. Have you ever felt that way? It's tough. And I'm just going to put my lid on. Like I said, I'll put a note on that. But there's a lot of reasons why we can feel weakened. And in that moment, that was my breaking point. Um, but God works in mysterious ways. He really does. Because on that day was when I read my devotional that talked about Second Corinthians. So I want to share some things with you. And I thought I'd go over to the table. Just wanted to get this out of the way. And you know me, my kitchen is my comfort. And I love being able to use things up and take care of everything. But let's get over to the kitchen table and I'll tell you some more. Welcome back to my kitchen table. I'm trying a couple new things today. And I did grab a tea. My hands were so cold from that cold water and rinsing off the vegetables really quick so they could dry. And I'll show you what I do when we're done chatting. But this is a tension tamer tea. I like to have a caffeine free tea in the afternoon. It helps me sleep at night. If I start uh, doing a lot of caffeine, even a caffeinated tea in the afternoon, it does not bode well for me. Anxiety and then even sleeping. Do any of you have issues with caffeine? I never used to, but now, yeah, at my age, menopause, all of that, I have issues with it. So, um, I will show you what I do after the baking soda bath. I rinse everything off and then I leave it out to dry and store it in silicone bags. And I have found to be quite successful with it in keeping produce longer. So, um, where I was, so the devotional that I received at Christmas from one of my daughter in laws is Unshakable. And like I said, it was on the 8th. This is a really good book, especially because she's a mom. And I'm really enjoying this. Even today's was rescued by Jesus, and it was very good. But on the 8th, um, she talked about, let me get my glasses. She talked about delight in God's strength when we feel weak. And like I said, it was Second Corinthians, and it was exactly what I needed. I have read Second Corinthians every day since last week. Another devotional that I'm enjoying, now this one I got from the library, and frankly, I just keep renewing it because I am enjoying it. But this is Jesus Listens by Sarah Young, and this is another great devotional that I find quite helpful. But this one, um, something must have been speaking to my daughter-in-law because she enjoys it and she gave it to me, and it's exactly what I needed. And I did send her another thank you for it. But, you know, um, in Second Corinthians, there is a point, 2 Corinthians 12, there is a point where Peter says um, that to keep me from becoming conceited because of these surpassing great revelations, there was given me a thorn in my flesh, a messenger of Satan to torment me. 3 times I pleaded with the Lord to take it away from me, but he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in your weakness. He talks on, but then at the end, so it's 2 Corinthians 12:10. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weaknesses, in insults, in hardship, in persecutions, in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong. I have been meditating on this because I have felt very weak the last week. And Yes, just so that you know, I did get the entire sink done, put back together. It took me 2 hours. And then I had to do the whole kitchen cleanup. It was atrocious. But when we have these weak times, we need to turn back. And I invite you, when you're feeling weak, go to 2 Corinthians 12. It is amazing how God speaks to us. It really, really is. So, this is one thing that I want to start doing on Mondays. And I'm going to give you a little update on the channel for those of you who have subscribed. Monday is going to be a Monday reset or motivation. So reset our homes, get ready for our week. I know if you're working, some of you probably do that on Saturday and Sunday. This past weekend, I had my granddaughter, so I didn't get anything reset. And then I was working on another project, which I'll share with you in just a moment. But Monday typically is a good reset day for me. And it can be any reset for you. But I think sometimes we need to get that motivation to take us through the week. And I want to kind of put this on as a reset for us, a reset for our minds, a reset for our homes, give you encouragement for the rest of the week. So that's going to be a series that I am doing. Monday Reset and Motivation with Marie, whatever you want to call it. But today, delight in your weakness, because when you are weak, you are strong. That is just the words I've been meditating on. I will link these 2 devotionals for you if you are interested in them. If you're a mama, this is good. And I had a girlfriend tell me about Christine Kane, that she did write another book about letting go of the past. I don't know what it's called. I'm going to look it up. If anybody has read it, leave it in the comments below and let me know if you enjoyed it or not. Something about don't look back, only looking forward. So I'm going to see if I can pick it up in the library and try that. I really enjoy using the library. I have purchased a lot of books in the past, but right now I am on my limited budget. And so I'm using all the free resources I can, and the library is one of my favorites. I love learning. So, that being said, another change to the channel. I was sent an email from YouTube, and some of my videos, past videos, I had used music before I was monetized. And I got an email from YouTube that said, although the music content, I could not use to be monetized because there was a copyright on it, which really infuriated me because my editing software never said that. It always said we could use it on YouTube. I've switched software companies for music. But I got this email, and it said that the people who wrote the songs, they were actually getting monetized, not me. And I was like, what? I was like, no, 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 no. So YouTube did say that I could edit those videos and repost them. Well, the problem is in order to edit them, I have to put them back in my editor. It is a process. But I thought, you know what? It's worth it. So on Wednesdays, I am going to be posting up some older videos that I did, having the music changed out. For those of you who have been with me, my hardship one will be revised. You will not have the massively loud music. I know it did not sound like that when I edited it. But that is something that I am working on to improve my channel. And just want to let you know. So if you've watched any of those past videos, thank you. I am probably changing some titles and some words in it, but just making them a little bit better. So let me know if there is a topic in the comments below that maybe you need motivation on, or a weakness that you could be encouraged by, or something you're going through. I really am enjoying this community from my subscribers. I've got some tried and true people out there that watch every video, and I am utterly grateful. And you comment, and your comments make me feel like you're an old friend or a new one. But yeah, so we're going to do this every Monday. We're going to have Monday motivation, a Monday reset. And I'm going to be sharing with you everything that I'm learning and motivation. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to put out those videos that I'm redoing. So just be aware of that. I don't want you to think that, wait a minute, she's recycling this video. I already watched that. It's because of the music and YouTube. So yeah, just something I need to get through. And then Friday, we'll be putting out another video. So I'm going to be doing 3 videos a week. And yeah, we're just going to keep going. Pinebrook Homestead is here, and it is cold outside. I woke up, it was 34. I wanted to take a walk. I went out to take the dogs out. It was 26. I said, no, I'm sorry. I'm stuck inside. So I hope all of you have a blessed Monday. And I hope some of this encouragement is going to carry you through the week. And maybe you can dive into 2 Corinthians 12 as well. Thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And please, I really enjoy your comments. Let me know what you need motivation on, and I will be happy to do it. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Till next time.